Army units continue to advance in Jobar district and discover a 600-meter long tunnel used by terrorists. And Iraqi forces liberate 4 villages in al-Ramadi and al-Mosul, killing and wounding scores of ISIS members. The Iraqi Vice President Al-Maliki says Iraq has been able to avoid sedition through national reconciliation. The Syrian Ministry of Industry says 221 industrial and production facilities established and launched in 2014. The Ministry of Tourism authorized 23 projects during 2014. Good afternoon, this is news in English from the Syrian Arab television in Damascus. Syrian Arab Army units continue to advance in Jobar neighborhood near the Syrian capital Damascus. A 600-meter long tunnel was discovered and various kinds of weapons were confiscated. A number of explosive devices were also dismantled, and a military source said that a fierce battle flared up to control the tunnel, where Syrian army soldiers eliminated a number of terrorists and arrested one of them. The source added that the terrorists intended to destroy the houses adjacent to the battlefield.
The Tunisian Al-Shurouk newspaper said that President Bashar al-Assad's selection of the front lines in Jobar neighborhood to meet the Syrian army soldiers at the end of 2014 affirmed that the battlefield is the only way to explain Geneva I and Geneva II, and it would be the decisive element in the forthcoming Moscow dialogue. The paper added that the negotiation papers started from the ground and not from media space, from the trenches and not from the hotels of Ankara, Doha, Paris and London, referring that Syria's last message in 2014 and first message in 2015 is that Syrian people who have been steadfast in confrontation of dirty war being launched against them would not accept any negotiation that do not contain 3 main principles. The negotiations would be Syrian. It should start from the point of combating terrorism, and it should respect the Syrian people's will manifested in the recent presidential elections. The paper highlighted President al-Assad's tour on the Syrian army positions in Jobar and other positions in Damascus countryside, stressing that President al-Assad's tour carries the decision of President al-Assad to press ahead with the battle of fighting Takfiri terrorism and achieving victory against it.
Receiving a new year is everybody's hope, but the bigger hope is the victory of our armed forces and of all those who fought alongside with them in our battle against terrorism.
Earlier, President Bashar al-Assad visited army and popular defense forces at the fire lines of Jobar, Damascus countryside.
On the new year, families meet together, but you wanted to be here to protect your people and country. Leave your families behind.
The president toured a number of posts and military units which face armed terrorist groups, hailing and appreciating forces' victories and sacrifices to keep the people of Damascus and its surrounding, as well as their properties, protected and safe.
In the Daraa countryside to the south of the country, the army targeted terrorist hideouts and concentrations in Daraa and Al-Nuaima, in addition to Ibta, Zamrin, Inkhil and Al-War al-Lajat area, killing scores of terrorists and destroying a number of vehicles equipped with heavy machine guns. In Idleb countryside, Syrian army units destroyed terrorist weapons, caches in Kafr Laha and Mentaf, and destroyed a number of vehicles in Abu Dhur, Khan Sheikhun and Ahsim. Army units targeted and destroyed terrorist hideouts and vehicles in the areas of Kafr Zeta, Atshan, Az-Zakka, Abdoun in Hama countryside. A number of terrorists were killed or injured during the operation. Iraqi security forces liberated Al-Awasim area to the west of al-Ramadi, killing a number of terrorists, including 5 carrying foreign nationalities. The Iraqi Ministry of Defense said that the armed forces started a large-scale military operation to the south of Tikrit to liberate it from ISIS members. Meanwhile, well-informed sources said that the ISIS hanged 15 Iraqi men from Al-Jmailat tribe in Al-Fallujah because of their rejection to voice allegiance to the terrorist organization. Politically, the Vice President of Iraq, Al-Maliki, asserted that Iraq was able to stop the discord and division through national reconciliation. Iraq is considered a paragon country because it was able to drive the foreign forces out and achieve sovereignty over its lands. Al-Maliki added that the foreign existence in Iraq was a motive for discord, which was being controlled through the national reconciliation, calling for blocking all ways against any foreign attempt to break the Iraqi sovereignty. Bahrain has witnessed a mass demonstration after Friday prayers in many areas against arresting Sheikh Ali Sulaiman, the General Secretariat of Al-Wifaq Society, by Al-Khalifa regime. Furthermore, Al-Khalifa authorities used the poisonous gas to disperse the peaceful demonstrations, as the protesters called for releasing Sheikh Ali Sulaiman immediately, while they have burned the British and the American flags, condemning their positions in supporting the Bahraini regime. With this, we conclude our news for today. Thank you for watching. For more details about Syria and the region, and to view this bulletin again, you can always visit our website in English, www.syriaonline.sy. Now the latest business and market news with Nariman after a short break.